solutions. Friends, in today's video we are going to develop a project, and for that we have a requirement. You have been hired by a school management. They want to see their kids' online daily availability after online school started due to pandemic. You have data provided in a spreadsheet, school architect plan of level 1 and level 2. Please show these levels based on the selection and highlight the classes in red and blue diversion based on kids present in the class for that day. So this is our requirement. All the data used for this project is hypothetical. The plans are also hypothetical and purely based on imagination. For this video, I am going to show you the climax first, how our project is going to look once we finally develop it. We will be showing a floor, first floor and a ground floor, and based on the selection of the first floor and a ground floor, we will be showing the respective floor plans and their respective classes highlighted by the number of students available for that class and for that particular day. So for example, we have day 1 and ground floor, and these are the classes students available for first class, which is 210. Number of students are 5. Here is number of students 7, and so on. It's going and it's changing the color. And if you switch to first floor, we will have the first floor classes 310, so on up to 321. So this is what we are going to develop and achieve in this video. Let's see the data and different files provided to us. As mentioned in the requirement, school has provided us the data in a spreadsheet and the school plan for the ground floor and a first floor. So let's see the data in a data school spreadsheet. This spreadsheet contains the date, class number, and present number of students present for that in that class for that date, and a day column. Actually it is a day of that particular date. So we have dates, we have data from May 1st 2020 till July 31st 2020. So 3 full months data for all these classes and number of students present in that class for that particular date. So let's check the next files. We have the ground floor and first floor plans provided. So this is our ground floor. On a ground floor we have the entrance and the class numbers written over here. So it starts with 210 up to 219, and the other sections has the auditorium, cafeteria, and the principal office and all. So we don't care about all these different sections, because as per our requirement we have to highlight the classes as per the number of students present for that particular date. And similarly we have the next first floor. I think first floor and second floor plan is quite similar, except there is an auditorium on the on a ground floor. That's why on a first floor we have 2 additional classes, which starts with 310 and goes up to 321. So these are the 2 files which we are going to use, plans I can say. And by this time you could get idea that we are going to make use of polygons in for this project, and this is the reason we have the this shape spreadsheet. This spreadsheet is not provided by school management to us for this project. It is something we derived for our project. How we did that, actually I will cover it in detail in maybe upcoming videos, that how we can find all this information. Let me show you this file first. So we have the ground floor and its shape ID. Shape ID is nothing but our class number in this case, and what are all the points to draw that particular shape. So it's nothing but we are trying to find the coordinates of this class, starting from here up to again going back and drawing this shape. So as I told, I will cover this information maybe in upcoming videos in detail, because this information is something we have to extract or derive using these plans, using the external websites. So this is all we have been provided, plus there is a logo file which is a school logo. We are using some random logo over here for the school project. Friends, let me repeat it. This is purely hypothetical data. We have drawn all these floor plans based on our imaginations. The data is purely imagination data which we are going to use this for this project. So let's start developing this school project. So let's connect to our data source. In this case, we will be starting with our shapes file. So that shapes file is actually nothing but a CSV file. So let's connect to text file. So school shapes. So as we have seen in the file, that what is the floor, what is the shape ID, and their x and y coordinates and the path. Let's pull the x and y in the spreadsheet, x as a column and y as a rows. Now it has created some automatic graph. We can we don't need that. We actually need some polygons here. So click on polygon, shape ID. We will use point ID. Now you see we have new extra card coming into the mark section, which is path, and in our case point ID is our path. Before that, I think we forgot to disaggregate the data. Here it is. Make it a shape ID as a column, color. Here it is. I think now you can imagine that we have drawn all the shapes, but I think it but you know that it is overlapping with each other. So for example, let me show you this is a 210. If you go here on the corner, it's 310. So 310 is covered by 210. So let's filter it as per the floors and see the data for floor. Let's make it a filter. We don't need this card actually. We can hide it. Let's move this card here. Make it a single value selection, because at a time we are going to see values only for one floor. so we don't need show all as well. So ground floor and first floor, you see here 210 going up to 219, the ground floor. Now how to use those plans as a map behind this, and this will be covering those particular classes. For that, go to start with the ground floor and go to map, background images. So background image, for now we are using the shape school as our data source. So background image for shape school, add image. You can see we have some URL provided here, the x and y coordinates and the name of the image. So browse the image. Let's browse it from our folder location. So as we are starting with the ground floor, click on the ground, click open. Now most important, we need these coordinates and how to get all these coordinates. So go back to our floor, go back to our folder where these files are stored. Right click this ground floor plan file and check the details section. You see we have a dimensions 2481 pixels by 1754 pixels, and this is the information we need to put in this dialog box. 2481, which is width, so width is nothing but here, so this is the 2481 width, and height is 1754. Just apply, bingo, click OK, click OK. I think let's increase the view, entire view. Now you see we have our plan, and on top of that all the shapes of all the classes. Let's change the color opticity to somewhere around 60-70. Yes, now we can see all the class numbers as well. So you see this is 210, 211 goes up to 219. So now we have ground floor and all its classes. If you click on first floor, it is highlighting the classes, but the plan is not changing. It's obvious because we have only one plan file here, and we need to change it to the first. We need to change it here. Before that, go back to ground floor and the images, shapes school, and edit this first one. There is an option here which will tell that show this image only when, let's see the condition, only when, add a condition here, the floor is a ground floor. Okay. Oh, it's gone. Why? The reason is because we are using the floor in the calculation, but it's not used here on a spreadsheet. So let's make it as a detail section, and it's back again. So now let's try to switch between first and ground. Now first is gone because we are showing our image using this floor selection. It will show this plan, ground floor plan, only if the ground is selected. Next, let's do the same thing with the first floor selection. Have the first selected over here, go back to map, background images, shapes and school. Add the new image. Go back to the same folder location, select first floor plan. Next step is what is the width and height of the image, and I think we already know it is same for both 2481 1754. So it is 2481 1754. Apply. OK. Click OK. Now try to switch. What happened? In both cases I see the first floor only. Where is my ground floor? Image is gone, and that is because we forgot to apply a condition, the same condition which we applied for the ground floor, when to hide and show this image, show this plan or hide this plan. So go back again to the map, shapes and school shape, sorry. Click on your first floor plan, edit it, and go to options. Use the same condition for floor, sorry, when it is selected as a first, and click OK. Apply. Click OK. Click OK. Now try to play around it, and you see we have the ground floor while we are selecting ground floor, and first floor while we are selecting the first floor. Now let's clean up this sheet by hiding all these axes here. Don't show header. Right click. Don't show header. Now it's better. We can see clearly here. Okay. Next step. It is showing this shape, the colors of these classes using the shape ID. But as per our requirement, we want to highlight all these classes based on number of students present in that class for that particular day, and that how we can get it using. But as we say, know that this is a safe spreadsheet, so let's add new data source here and blend it and join it with this blend it with this particular spreadsheet and try to show the number of students present for that particular class for that particular day. So go to data, new data source. In this case the data is in Excel, so data school, click open. Go to sheet 1. So this is our primary and this is our secondary. So in a secondary, class number, whereas shape ID from primary is joined with it. So let's blend it, edit blend relationships. I am assuming that you all know about this blending and all. If not, we will cover all these small tutorials in the future videos. So let's connect it, I mean using the custom. So shape ID from here, what happened? Something wrong? We can't see class number. And why is that? Let's see. Cancel. And the reason is, if you click here, class number is a number. It's a number and that's why it's using it as a measure. But we know that class number is not actually a number or a measure. For that, move it into the dimension section. Now try to blend the data. Edit relationships, custom. So this is our primary and this is our secondary. Add. So shape ID from here will be joined with class number from the secondary. Click OK. Click OK again. Now we can see it's the blending it's shown over here. Try to use number of students present as a color. Fields cannot be used from the school data source because there is no relationship. The reason is, I said okay. As soon as we used, we have to tell that use this class number to blend the data, and just click it once. Something is weird happened here. Why is that? Because we are not using the other data. That's back. What happened? We were using the fields into our spreadsheet calculations which are not into the visualization, and that's what the problem, because we are joining it on a shape ID and a class number, and we drag the class number but we forgot to bring in the shape ID into the details. If we pull it into the details, that's it. I think you know better the level of detail and all these concepts, and that's why it happened. Now what's happening here? Let's switch between the different classes. It gave a random color, so let's change the color. Number of students present here. Click on edit colors. We want to use the red blue diversion for the number of students present, so as per the requirements again, green, blue, red, blue diversion. Okay, so let's apply. Okay, but this is not sufficient because we want to see the data for a particular day. It's showing us, see, number of students present 1445, which we don't want. We want to see data for a particular day, and for that click on date and see the date. So let's see the individual dates and click OK. It's gone again because let's go back and edit the filter. The reason is we haven't selected a particular date. Let's select one date and then show that filter. Let's make it a single selection, single value list. Don't show all. Okay, so just ignore null for now because it came because of the blending, and keep it here. Now day May 1st 2020 on a ground floor, number of students. By looking at the color we can clearly tell that it has very less. Let's edit our tooltip for that. Okay, so we don't want all this information. We want just the class. We want the floor, and let's use that class. Let's make it more presentable. Class, insert the class here, which is nothing but shape ID for now, and present. insert number of students present. That's it. Now see, ground floor class 210, number of students 5, 211, number of students 7. As the number of students are present increased, the color is becoming more bluish. So here 11, here most 13. Let's see the darkest number, which is 14. On a day one of a pandemic, when the school started online, these are the number of students present for a particular class. Maybe they face some internet issue, some students don't have any laptops or any devices with them. Let's switch to first floor, and here you go. I think first floor is more old classes like 7th 8th grade. They have the devices to connect on a day one. So you see here 3106, 8, 10 students, so on to all classes as a 14. Let's switch to different dates. Now you see, as per the date, students are, the colors are changing. So here 22 students, but here it is 16, and that's why it's red here. So now next thing is, you can easily present this information as a dashboard, where you can give access to your management to filter the data on date on a floor, and they can easily check out what was the what was the number of students available for that particular class for a particular day. And you can either use a percentage or any measure values, you know that. But our main agenda for this project was to present this data using polygons and using all these floor plans provided by the school management. So that's it from this project video, friends. Please keep supporting us. Please subscribe our channel and keep exploring Tableau until we meet next time.